Good morning everyone. So today I'm going to be showing you what I eat throughout the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a bunch of snacks in between. That's usually how my day goes. So it is morning time. Let's go eat breakfast. So today, or pretty much every day, I eat overnight oats for breakfast. And it's like oatmeal. You just put all the ingredients together. I like to use a little mason jar and then keep it in the fridge overnight, and then it's ready to eat in the morning straight out of the fridge. You can eat it cold like this, but I like mine a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna take the cap off and then pop this into the microwave for 30 seconds. And then the other thing that then the other thing that I always do is drink coffee. So we do have this little mini Keurig. So open up the flap and then I pour my water into the reservoir, close it. I've been drinking the Pacific Bold. It's from Costco, and these cups are also recyclable. Close it, press the button, and watch the magic happen. It actually takes like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna let that sit. But now our oats are ready. That's what it looks like. It looks kind of gross, but it tastes really good. So I'm gonna take this back. Oh, my room's a mess. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but the coffee is being made. Actually, let's go watch it. Smells so good. I used to hate drinking coffee. That was like a year ago, and now I can't go a day without it. Alright, coffee is done. And I just drink it black. I don't put any sugar or cream, milk, or anything in it. I feel like it's just better for you. Plus, I think this coffee actually tastes really good on its own. Like, it's not too bitter. I'll also show you me making my overnight oats. I did this last night. So let's insert that footage now. Hello everyone. So I'm going to show you how I make my overnight oats. Usually what I put in my overnight oats is just oatmeal, chia seeds, raisins, a little bit of honey, water, and chopped apples. Oh, and peanut butter. And yeah, so I'm going to show you my process, how I make it and all that. So first, I'm going to chop up my apple. These are organic Granny Smith apples, and we always buy organic because I think it's better when it comes to apples. And I always buy Granny Smith because I just like the sourness or like the tartness of it better than like red apples. I'm going to give these a wash first, but also peel the sticker off. Okay, apples are washed. So now I'm just gonna chop them up in little cubes. So I actually like to make 2 days worth of overnight oats. That's why I have 2 mason jars. So one of them I'm gonna eat tomorrow, but the other one I'm gonna save and then eat the day after. It just saves time at night, so I don't have to make overnight oats every single night. I can just make it every other day. So this is all for 1 jar, and then this is all for the second jar. So usually what I'll do is just take 1 big spoon like this, and I'll usually take 2 spoonfuls of oats. That's about how much I usually put. Oh my gosh. That's why my mom always called me Butterfingers growing up. Next, I like to add my chia seeds. So I usually just take 1 big spoonful of chia seeds and dump it in. And then I'll take my raisins. I'll take like 2 spoonfuls, just about that big. And then I like to add a little bit of extra sweetness, so I put a little bit of honey, just doop. And then I add in my peanut butter, a big spoonful of it. I love peanut butter, and I could honestly just eat it straight from the jar. This is how much peanut butter I usually put. Plop it in there, and then just get the rest of it off. Now I'm gonna add some water. Okay, so I'd say I put about half a cup of water, and you can use whatever you want as your liquid. Kyle likes to use soy milk in his, but I just like to use water because it's free. You could even use like coconut milk, almond milk, oat milk. So then I'll just give it a good mix. And then the last step is to add the apples. And I like to add the apples last because once you add the apples, it gets a lot harder to mix. And I like everything to be nicely combined and like evenly distributed throughout the jar. So then once I have all the apples in, I'll just like smush it around and, like I said, evenly distribute it throughout the jar. Just add the caps. Now we can just put them in the fridge and leave them overnight to kind of settle and thicken. I'm also always on the go, or like I'm always running late in the morning, so I don't have time to like eat breakfast at home. So usually I like to just take these to go and then eat these while I'm at work. I'll also link it down in the description box. But yeah, that's my overnight oats. Usually for me, I don't like to eat the same things every day. I've been doing overnight oats for like over a year now with this exact same recipe, and I'm still loving it. So yeah, try it out. Alright, I'm gonna eat the rest of my breakfast, sip my coffee, do some work, and get ready, and I'll check in with you guys around lunch. Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to get ready for lunch. I'm going to make kimchi fried rice today. No, I am not Korean, but this has been my go-to recipe lately because it's just so easy to make, and I do follow a recipe and I will link it down below. The rice is nice and ready, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna scoop out a cup of kimchi. I like very loosely follow the recipe and adjust the flavors based on what I like. This is the kimchi that I'm using. It's from Costco. It's pretty sour, so if you like sour kimchi, then you will like this. Then I have this little 1/8 cup measuring spoon. I'm gonna use this to try and get as much juice as possible. And then I've also got sesame oil, some gochujang, and some shoyu. We don't have a stove in our studio, so we had to buy these portable cooktops. So now we can turn on the heat about medium. I'm so sorry for the sound. It's gonna get a little loud. A tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm gonna add the kimchi and let it cook a little bit. Add in the rice. And then add some of the kimchi juice. A tablespoon of, not tablespoon, but yeah, tablespoon of sesame oil. Honestly, I'm just gonna squeeze in the gochujang. Finally, tablespoon of soy sauce. I normally call it shoyu because that's what you call it in Japanese, but I don't know if a lot of people know that, so I just say soy sauce in my videos. So I'm just gonna mix this around. I'm such a butterfingers, you guys. It's so bad. I always drop everything, and gosh, it's really embarrassing. Pretty good, pretty good. I think that's good enough for me. So we can turn the heat off. I have these plastic containers. One of them I'm gonna freeze to eat later in the week. The other one I'm gonna keep in the fridge so that I can eat it tomorrow. I'm also gonna leave some out because I need to eat some for today's lunch. Okay, so we've got lunch today, lunch for the next 2 days, and lunch for the next 2 days after that. Now what I'm gonna do is fry some eggs because I like to have my kimchi fried rice with an egg. So I'm just gonna fry the egg over easy, a little bit of oil. And I'll just flip it once to fry both sides, just enough to get all the whites cooked. And I like the yolk to stay runny. I just like a runny yolk, you know. So that looks good. for the finishing touch, I like to add some furikake. It's basically just a mix of seaweed, sesame seed, salt. We eat this all the time back home in Hawaii. We put it on like everything, even on like snacks, on our popcorn. So I'm going to sprinkle just like a tiny bit. There. And now we are ready to eat. This is what our lunch is looking like. So I'm gonna crack open the egg now. Okay, not as satisfying as I hoped. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm having such a late lunch. This always happens. I don't know why I always eat so late. Taste test. Let's see how it is. So good. A little spicy too. Like the perfect little kick. I did good today. Woo! Also, remember to stay hydrated throughout the day. Alright, I'm gonna eat and I'll see you whenever I eat next. So it's been about an hour and I'm feeling a little snackish. Like I just want to eat some snacks. So I just bought some grapefruits. So I'm gonna cut one up and this is gonna be my snack. Cut this right down the middle. I love grapefruit so much. It is one of my favorite fruits. First, I'm gonna cut them into quarters. I like to kind of cut off that middle part. That part mainly just has like the white stringy veins and things like that. I like to just get rid of it. So I'm gonna cut them twice to cut them into thirds. And now we have little grapefruit wedges. And I have this little Tupperware container that I like to just store all my wedges in. That way, if I feel like snacking, I can just grab them right out of the fridge. I love grapefruit so much. This one is not even bitter either. Last time I bought grapefruit like a few weeks ago, they were super bitter, but these are really sweet. That's it for my snack. So I'm gonna do some work and I'll check in with you guys later around dinner time. Hello again for the last meal.
What's up, you? Oh, my bad.
Come on,
I got too excited. I got too excited. I wanted to be you.
I am back for our final meal of the day, dinner time. So today we're gonna be cooking up some lemon garlic butter salmon. Kyle washed the rice, we've got it cooking, and now I'm gonna work on the salmon. First, I'm going to cut my lemon. Peel off the sticker and give it a wash. Just slice this in half. So this is probably my favorite recipe because I love salmon. I could eat salmon every single day. I'm actually just going to use half a lemon, save this lemon, maybe put in some tea tomorrow. So I've got 3 garlic cloves and I'm gonna use our handy dandy garlicinator. I don't know what this is called. This is a garlic crusher. We like a lot of garlic. Mincing garlic is very tedious, so this saves a lot of time. Can you hear that popping noise? That's our rice cooker. It bubbles a lot. So now we're gonna work on seasoning the salmon. I'm just gonna put salt and pepper on both sides of the salmon fillets. I'm gonna start the heat on medium and add in 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Okay, once it's all nice and melted, we can add our salmon. Skin side up. And just let it chill out for like 4 minutes. Okay, in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna flip it. And then we'll do another 2 minutes. Oh, and I'm also following a recipe from somebody else on YouTube. I will link her video down below. Okay, in about 2 minutes, so we're gonna add the lemon juice and the garlic. Ooh, it smells so good. I'm just gonna let that chill for another like 2 minutes. this one. That's a burnt piece of skin. Oopsies. Okay, so I've got my plate with some broccoli. Kyle wants kimchi. Now let's scoop our rice. Voila. Alright guys, dinner is ready. We don't cook every night, we always meal prep, but this salmon I think is a really good recipe because it's quick and easy and it doesn't take a lot of ingredients. And then I added some veggies as well. I feel like I need to eat more veggies. And then rice, of course, because we eat rice with everything because we're Asian. No rice, no life. Do you want me to take off the skin on yours? Kyle doesn't like the skin on his salmon, so he gives it to me because I do like the skin. And also I kind of burnt my skin, so now I have nice new skin. Okay, I'm hungry!
Let's eat!
Let's eat! Time to dig in. Itadakimasu. Oh, I think I kind of overcooked this one because I thought it wasn't reaching the temperature enough, but I took yours off faster than mine. But it's still good. There's a nice hint of lemon. Okay, so we're gonna finish up our dinner and we're gonna watch some Naruto because he really wants to watch Naruto. I will probably snack afterwards. I'll probably see you after dinner. Okay, so we just finished eating dinner like an hour ago, but I want to eat some snacks. So these are my favorite snacks from Trader Joe's. They look like French fries, they taste like French fries, but they don't go soggy like French fries. Oh, and they're also gluten-free, which is great because I do try to eat gluten-free as much as possible. Here's what they look like. They're like French fries. Wow. And they're nice and crunchy. When I went back home to Hawaii for the holidays, I bought like 20 bags of these because I was like, everyone needs to try this because it's so good. And also we don't have we don't have Trader Joe's in Hawaii. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope maybe it gave you some ideas for some quick and easy recipes that you can do. All my recipes are gluten-free as well. And I usually try to eat gluten-free because I feel like it affects my eczema. And I noticed that if I eat a lot of gluten, then my eczema flares up. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I eat in a day. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!